All right, so I'm going to take you to the first tool that I'd like to incorporate into my classroom. It's a tool called scribblemaps.com. I thought it would be a great tool for use in a geography class, but it would also work very well for history class as well, as I can show you. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy the address in there. It's going to take me to its home page. Really easy to use. They give you a little bit of a tutorial video down here, just some basic how-tos, and then a little bit more information about it. I'm going to keep it pretty basic though, and that's likely what I would do in most classes as well. So we're going to go ahead and click here to get started. And then they give you an option to upgrade to something else. I'm going to decline that at the moment. So here you go. It kind of gives you the world to look at here. So you can go anywhere in the world. It's obviously very similar to Google Maps. It's likely where they get a lot of their imaging from. So just as an example, if I were to use this in my history class, especially history of the American Civil War, what I could do is drag the map over to get that little center arrow and pick a place, and where I'm picking is Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So I'm seeing, we'll see how close I am when I zoom in here. And this is just to find my spot, so I'm pretty close. So I'm finding Gettysburg again because of the Battle of Gettysburg. So you can see as you get closer to that, you're starting to get all the different highways along with the satellite imagery. So I'm closing in on the town of Gettysburg. There it is. So I can zoom in quite close. You can get to house view on this as well, because it's quite a good satellite image. Okay, so here I am in the town of Gettysburg. So I'm going to zoom out just one more. And then for my purposes in a history class, what I'd want to do is to talk about the battle and talk about the city a little bit and why it happened here and things of that sort. So for my purposes, I would switch it from this satellite and road map to take a lot of the modern parts of this out, and I would switch it to terrain, which then, as you can see, you still have the roads, but it gives you a little bit more topographical information, takes away some of the modern day parts of it, and you start to see, oh, there's the round tops, there's little round top and big round top, and then this would be cemetery ridge up over here. Just to show you the other ones, there's just straight satellite, so that's with no road indicated on there. And then there's like just the roads and parks and things like that. Like that's, if you're doing directions or something that looks familiar. And then you have the hybrid, so all of those combined, you get the roads and the satellite image. But like I said, I'm going to do the terrain for the purposes of this. And so let's say I was talking about the second day of the Battle of Gettysburg, just as an example. So I could do lots of different things. I could, I'm going to move a bit more of this into frame here. So they give you lots of tools that you can see up here to play around with. It's pretty fun. So kind of the most basic one is you have a pen that you can draw any sort of line on it you want. Like, for instance, the Confederates advanced from that direction. And let's see, you can also erase because now I've made a mess. So you go up here and you pick the eraser, put it over the line that I just made. It's going to ask you if you want to do that. Yes, I do. And then let's say you go back to your pencil there, so you can make a line indicating that this was the basic defensive line for the Union Army. You could change color as well to indicate blue tends to be the color. Well, that's more of a violet, but you get the idea. You can change your color here to whatever you'd like to indicate, blue for Union or red for Confederates, whatever you'd like to do. So again, I'm just going to get some of these out of the way here. And then you can also do things other than just lines as well. You can do, like, you can place a marker. So I would just pick a number 1. So this is an important part of the battle of the first day, is up to the north of the city. Oops. Then you can see the marker up top there. I could also decide to write a label. So I just pick the ABC and then, let's see, to close in on the spot a little bit more here, I could pick the, let's see, whoops. So I could pick down here and write something like, let's see, oops. So July 2nd, which was, oops. And then you can see it down there. So this part is important on July 2nd because Little Round Top was attacked by Confederates July 2nd, 1863. So that's just an example of how you can write something wherever you'd like it. You can put a marker wherever you'd like it. They also have these, you can make a shape. Like, let's say I wanted to indicate where the Confederates were. So you make a shape indicating the area where they were located. And then you can see right below my little marker here that it's giving me an accurate measurement of how much area is included in that. And then you can move that any way you like to change the shape and make as complicated shapes as you want. And then you would just double click to be done. That's how it lets go. And then you can just go ahead and erase that. Yes, and let's see, so I could upload an image if I wanted to. I would just have to put the URL and then adjust it how I see fit. What are some of the other tools? You can make straight lines, you can do flight lines, you can make different shapes like squares or rectangles. Circle is kind of a neat one. So again, it gives you how much area is within the circle, which is super cool. Let's see. Yeah, you can change the color of your various things here. So let's say that all I wanted to do was that circle and I'm done. So then I go to menu, lots of options here. Obviously I'd want to save my map and that would make it available to use later. But I could also upload it to Facebook, could email it to somebody or email it to students or parents or whatnot. This could go up on my website for the kids and for the students to see. I can print it out. Lots of really neat options here. I'm not going to go ahead and save this particular one, but you get the idea. So again, this Scribble Maps offers a really neat tool that I can interactively show accurate images that help relate to what I'm talking about, either in a lecture format, or students working in small groups could also do this on their own. And so it's that way of, having interaction that's going to help those different kinds of learners, the multiple behaviors, or the multiple intelligence learners, because you can see it, you can interact with it in lots of different ways, and so it hits a lot of the different categories for different types of intelligences. So I think it would be a great tool that I look forward to using. Thank you.